Okay, continuing the conversation from the first clip, this part two. All right, so with that being said, step one, um, figure out why you want to be a model. Step two, what does it take to be a model? You guys have the tools in your hand. So many of you are walking around with your phones on your Snapchat, on your Instagram. I doubt if you still use Facebook. Whatever you guys are doing, you have the phone in your hand. You have Google search. Search it. What does it take to be a model? And if you know people that are in the industry or other people that are modeling or pursuing it, have the conversation, ask a lot of questions. If you're on Instagram, follow photographers. That's not any photographer. Look at the quality of work. If it says published photographer and the work looks like it belongs in a magazine, or the subjects, the models that they're working with look like they belong to agencies, DM them. Do not be shy. I like, people asking me questions and I want to be a model, or what should I do, or can you help me? Can you inform me? A lot of photographers are not model developers or artist developers. I happen to be one. There's several of them out there who I'm huge fans of. I will ask their permission. You can actually see them if you follow me, you can go to my followers, you see the photographers that I follow. And they also usually make comments in my comment sections. Also, once you do that, then next step is follow photographers. Um, Please do not feel insulted when you hit up a photographer and they're not familiar with you, and the first thing they do is thank you, like, I like your work, I would like to work with you. Please, 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 you are asking a photographer to shoot you, or you want to work with that photographer. Expect to pay, expect to invest in this career. It's like anything you're doing, you're going to invest into something that you're going to reap eventually. It takes time. It's not an overnight success situation. Do not believe the hype about those Cinderella stories. Oh, I was walking down the street and I was on the billboard the next day. Same thing, like just use Tyson Beckford. The Cinderella story of him hanging out in Washington Square Park, and he was discovered by Ralph Lauren. It took time for them to build a relationship, develop him, for him to get in front of the camera to become the Tyson Beckford that we all know till this very day. So yeah, it takes work. It takes a lot of time. It's very frustrating. But if it's something that you love and something that you have an interest in doing, expect the cons before the pros. Ask a lot of questions, like I stated before. Expect to pay photographers not astronomical fees, and also talk to the photographer. Let them know that, yes, I am a college student, I'm just starting out, what do you suggest? Or, and then also, if it's a GWC, a guy or girl with a camera, again, everyone's not a photographer. Also, look at the quality of the work. There are photographers who have work, especially that shoot a lot of male and female models of color, that look cartoonish. If you have a wrinkle and it's removed and you look completely animated, or the photos look animated, those are not who you want to work with, because it pisses me off when I see work like that. I'm like, yeah, I can't tell if the model is beautiful or not because you're so animated. I get hit up a lot by a lot of models who hit me up and they're like, oh, I would love to work with you. And I'm looking at your feed and your stuff is so animated. I'm like, so what do you really look like? And I'm really that type of person to ask you that. It takes work to do it. And once you start to shoot, um, men and women, be comfortable in who you are. You are consciously saying, I want to be put in the public eye to be judged. Okay? There are certain ways that people are going to look at you. They're going to look at you because you're stunning, and I could see someone's creating you become a muse to the photographer, to a designer, to a makeup artist. Um, Learn the industry. Ask a lot of questions. First and foremost, it starts with you. Know who you are, understand why you want to get into this industry, and get ready for a very, very hard, rocky road. But with anything that you work hard towards, you reap what you sow. All right, so this is my tips for getting into the industry. And my next clip is going to be about contracts. I'm going to break contracts down to you and tell you what to expect when you go to castings and being accepted at agencies. It's your man, Julius DC Bryant, photographer, here on IG. Peace.